So our recent trip to London, we got in, we had an overnight flight, and we did not sleep. And we had been up for like 24 hours. So we went straight into our hotel, took a nap, got up later in that afternoon, and went walking around where our hotel was. We found a little pub called Nicholson's. It was great. We went in, had a seat. They had a little scan thing on the table. You order your food, go ahead and pay for it. Somebody brings it out, and they leave you be to eat your food and enjoy. We had some great pies. I had a slow cooked beef shin and pulled brisket pie. My husband had a British steak and pale ale pie. They were so flaky and so good. I really enjoyed it. We both had mashed potatoes and carrots. Came with some good au jus sauce. We had some Coke. We had Guinness, some pomegranate water. Overall, this food was very good. It was probably one of my favorite meals that we had while we were on vacation. The pies were excellent. Now, the next morning, we were heading out and walking over to the Tower of London, and we walked by the Liberty Bounds and decided to just run in and eat breakfast there. It was great. Again, you sit down, scan the little thing on your table, order and pay for your food. Somebody brings it out, and they leave you to do your own business. So we got our lattes. They had a little machine set up in the back. You go and get your coffee, your cappuccino, your latte, whatever drink you decide to get. Now, my husband, he decided to get the traditional breakfast, which was the fried egg, bacon, sausage, baked beans, hash browns, slice of toast. I had the eggs Benedict, which was the two poached eggs on an English muffin with cured ham, and it was delicious. This was a really great, and I loved walking around this restaurant. They had different like pieces of history and art and stories and stuff like that all over the walls, and that was pretty neat to walk around and read. Now, we had afternoon tea at the Wosley, and I was so glad that we decided to book here. I actually had found this place on TikTok and decided to book it from there, and it was fantastic. We had such a good time, and we had an English breakfast tea, and we had a chocolate tea, the scones and clotted cream, and then lots of little biscuits and cakes, and then our sandwiches. Now, I will say the scones and the clotted cream were my favorites. They were delicious. I could have just eaten the scones and clotted cream, honestly. But the little cakes are really good. The little cheesecake was good. The sandwiches were good as well. There was like an egg sandwich, um, there was an onion, there was a salmon. I wasn't crazy about the salmon. It wasn't my favorite. The cucumber was really good, but again, I must say the scones and clotted cream, they were the chef's kiss of this. It was fantastic. So I'm really glad we got to have this experience. We were there about an hour and a half. We had Les Mis tickets and we enjoyed our afternoon tea and then went to see our show. And I was very happy that we did. The next morning, we got up and went to Copa Cafe for Copa Club for breakfast. And again, you can eat inside the restaurant, but they have these adorable, cute little igloos outside that you can make reservations for. And we were lucky enough to get one. They are so warm and cozy. It was cold outside, but they have little heaters inside the igloo. So it was nice and warm and cozy in the igloo. And you could see the Tower Bridge behind us, and just the atmosphere was so lovely. It was like a little English garden library. Now, the food was really good. We each had a latte. We shared an orange juice. We had our water. Now, we both got the buckwheat and rye pancakes. I had mine with a berry compote, coconut yogurt, granola, and some toasted nuts and seeds. My husband had his with bacon, maple syrup, and butter. And honestly, our waiter, he was so pleasant and nice, and the food was delicious. But what really sells this restaurant is the atmosphere of this igloo. I could have stayed in there all day. It just made me want to cuddle up with blankets and books and just stay out there all day. I would love to go back here. Now, that day we did a lot of walking. We walked and we walked and we visited and we toured and we were exhausted. And we just found this little place on the way home. It was, I think, called Bella Italia. And honestly, the pizza was okay. It wasn't great, but I think it was more the atmosphere. Unfortunately, we walked in and there was a kid's birthday party going on and it was really loud and the food was okay, but I think it had more to do with the atmosphere, unfortunately. But that was our trip to London and all the food we ate. I hope you enjoyed our video. Please follow and like and subscribe. Give me a comment if you can. Thank you.